This young lady has a childish interest for her age.
日本人形。
I can always recognize the spirit of a true artist.
残ってるってどういうことだ？残ってねえぞ。ん？
She packed as much as she could carry. False idols? Oh, sounds utterly dreary. The same dull poses on all romantic photographs. So idyllic. Enjoy your happily ever after before it stales.
Hey, Sherry,
ん？
we need to talk.
なんだ？
You found false idols. We need to find the remaining two.
What does bazooka even mean? Would this paper be good for anything but blowing one's nose on?
They're not rubbish, Sherry.
ん？
There's something more. I'm serious.
Very well. I doubt it'll be worth it, but I will find them for you, John.
We'll
探
tell
す
you
の？
later. They're some of the most imaginative books I've ever read.
What did you say?
バズーカ
Speaking
電
aloud
気。
helps me think.
なんだバズーカ電気って。
I found this. Who's this young lad next to you, your faithful knight?
Paul. He's my pirate.
海賊？
Not
あ、
really
まあ、
a
勝手に呼んでるだ
pirate.
け
I
か。
just call him that. It probably sounds very silly.
Your secret is safe in my hands. Does Paul work somewhere? What is his surname?
His name is Paul Perks.
ポール・
He
パ
and
ー
his
ク
yacht
ス。
Whirlpool are the champions of the Salacia Yacht Club.
あれ？
He sails there.
ヨ
I'll
ッ
show
ト。
you where it is on the map if you need to meet him.
A yachting champion. Oh,
あれ？
that will be a first. I prefer.
あのナイフ、そいつのじゃねえか？あらららら？
These bags of yours, it looks as if you've packed your entire room.
旧市街行こうかと思ったけど、戻ってきてよかった
My partner and
な。
I, we wanted a change, a fresh start abroad. But now I have to stay here. Here, an orphan. I don't have any thoughts on this.
How can you read something like this? It's hard to swallow, and that's not due to the hard cover.
You're hardly serious. Any library without Nabe and Laura is incomplete. If you can read, then these books are an absolute must. Love and adventure. They're about life.
Oh, I wasn't aware that exploding pyramids were a part of daily life on Cordona.
You haven't seen life, so you might try reading about it at least.
うーん。とりあえずこいつに会いに行くか。ああ、ヨットクラブね。はいはいはい、知ってる知ってる。ヨットクラブ行くぞ。ん？ちょっと待って、俺これ回収できてない？もしかして。
Why do I get the worst jobs?
集めきれてない？もしかして。
This is quite comfy.
ん？
Hog heaven.
集めてあるよな、多分。まだ終わってないからってことでいいのかな。ヨットクラブ。これだな。これか。 女性は立ち入り禁止。なんで？入り口どこやねん。入り口どこ？入れないのこの中。
Are you able to help me?
That's a question I can answer.
ヨットクラブの人間は朝からポールを見ておらず、彼は競技にも出ていなかったという。ポールはヨットクラブの南側にある工房の彼の家にいるかもしれない。工房まで持っとんのあいつ。こいつか。違うの
May I ask for your assistance?
I can't help you with that, sir.
なんでだよ。
Do you know anything about this?
Excuse me? What? I'm not sure I know.
Everyone's looking at us, Sherry. You sure you know what you're doing?
おお。うわ、すごいね。でっけえハンマーだな。あれこれ銃撃戦起こるんじゃねえか。なんか浮いてる。何してんの。
The champion's whirlpool pools bread and butter. A foghorn to navigate and warn others at sea.
You should have a warning to cover your ears.
こっちか。
Bloodied bandages. Has someone been hurt?
Where would a champion hide a key?
鍵か。どうだ。だから何？だから何？よく使われている釘の山。だから何？どういうこと？釘で開けろってこと？扉の隙間何も入っていない。あ、これを入れるってことか。
Paul is more skilled at yachting than he is at hiding keys.
はい、開いた。どれどれ。
To earn big, you have to spend big. Additional earnings to sweeten the victory.
読めん。
An interesting place for a message to a champion.
何にも読めん。
Old betting slips. Paul always bets on Whirlpool. One victory after another.
愚かなペテン師め、私の家族から金を巻き上げられるとでも思ってるのか。私の金を娘を利用して、もうたくさんだ。貴様は終わりだ。最後の警告を与えてやる。協力しなければ海底に沈めてやる。ギルデン。
Mr. Gilden wasn't afraid to get his hands dirty.
脅迫されてたのか。何これ。
Box full of darts. Each has a needle
あ
and
あ、
can be
これだ
loaded
な。
with drugs.
これで象を怒らせたんだ。
An expensive set of tools for woodwork. An amateur wouldn't know how to use these. Shipbuilding, shipwright's tricks, sail weaving.
なるほどね。違うな。もうないよな。まだなんかあるか？なんかあるぞ。出た。
Sails of hatred. I suppose there is something for everyone, including champions.
Who knew archaeology could be so
バズーカ
exciting?
電気。
Exciting is certainly a word.
茶封筒汚れていない。
Undeniably psychotropes. Not for toothache, I think. A typical tea tin. I wonder what he has for biscuits.
Oi! Hands off my possessions before you lose your
Otto.
fingers. Are you illiterate? The rules are written everywhere.
Ah, Mr. Perks, the cabin boy himself.
Champion, you mean? I was right. You are illiterate. I think a couple of shiners might teach you. One last chance. Who are you?
I'm Sherlock Holmes, a friend of our mutual acquaintance, Miss Imogen.
Look, you artichoke. Imogen has no friends. Except for me.
If you must try to insult people, it's better to know the meanings of the words that you're using.
You fancy you could teach a sailor to swear? Go ahead. Show me how inventive you are.
Stand still for a moment.
喉仏が出ていない女性。喉仏が出てないから女性っていうのはちょっとあれだけど、幅広の太もも、腰と太もも、発達した女性の体。包帯を巻いた腕、仕返しまたは事故。おっと、硬いものにぶつけた。はい、君だね。ボールパークスと高い社会的地位を求めて男装した女性だ。自分の個人的な目標を達成するため男性としての特権を利用している。養生でたびたび遭遇する事故にもかかわらず、競技に全ての努力を注ぎ込んでいる。傷を負った腕は危険な競技の世界における勲章だ。彼女は大胆不敵な女性ヨット乗りで、どんな代償を払おうとも決して諦めることないだろう。しかし、それは男性としての特権だ。彼女が女性であることを他人に明かしたとしても問題はないだろう。ギャングへの密輸品を隠すため競技選手としての立場を利用している。腕を怪我していることから彼女の人生が危険に満ちていることがわかる。見た目は大胆不敵だが、犯罪の世界とのつながりから頻繁に問題を巻き込まれている。しかしその世界でポールは自分の地位を築いている。彼女が女性としてあることを他人に明かしたとしても問題ないだろう。こっち。
So, a woman wishes to become a real criminal, and smuggling is a stepping stone towards that? Is there not enough prestige in yachting? Or is it easier to compete with other fools like yourself? Everyone has a starting pistol, just shoot and run.
Don't say a word. I don't know where you're getting half of this nonsense, but you're on some thin ice here that I'm willing to crack.
Damn you, Paul. I'm sick of... Who's this peacock? Does he know who I am?
I
知らん
definitely
よ。
know who you are not. You're not a dictionary reader, at least. I wanted to see how you... pals interact with each other in your natural habitat.
かかってきな。
But I'm afraid I have to interfere.
なるべく殺さないようにしますね。失敗した。待って待って待って待って待って待って待って、痛い痛い、待って待って。
Overcome him. Don't.
ちょっとお前じゃないんだって。
I'm coming for you.
はい、一人。
I'm coming.
だ。ついてくんなって。イエーイ Get you!
Take a rest, my friend.
The snuff's ready.
うおー、前来た。この野郎。
No more crime for you, and
Give him the pepper snuff.
まだ来んの？パーンパーン。いた。痛いって。
Time to knock this guy out.
この野郎。
too simple.
おー、目の前来た。
He's all yours now. Go for it.
早いな。いったいった。何してんの？いっ た。めっちゃ強いしその銃。やば。うわ危ねえ。やば。うわいった。なんで当たった。いかん、もう一発撃ったら死ぬなこいつ多分。ちょっとどうしたらいいのこれ。うわー。オッケー来た。ひゃっふー。死ねこの野郎。
Don't bother moving. You've lost.
まだ来んの。いった。
Give him the pepper snuff.
いった。そっちか。いった。
I'm coming for you.
We can overcome the brute now.
ういって。
I thought we
あ
were
しまっ
against
た。殺
murder.
した。もうどうでもいい。弾切れ。いってー。やべ死ぬ。もう死んでくれ。邪魔だ。
No, you
Hey, buddy.
killed him. And there's no reward
もう
for
やっちゃったから
risking
しょうが
our
ね
lives.
Paul's explanation will suffice.
え。はあ。まだなんかあるな。くそー、殺したくなかったのにな。
Your fellow mariners have a strange way of showing hospitality.
They were not my friends.
Are you sure? I would rather risk my neck for someone who's at least honest and thankful.
Perhaps then don't enter someone's life and be so judgmental, pretending you're better than they are.
Then give me your perspective and allow me to see through your eyes. What were you doing this morning, Miss Perks?
Don't call me that. I'm a champion. I was sailing.
The other club members told me that you missed the race this morning. Do champions not need to practice?
You've talked with them already. No, I wasn't racing. I visited the doctor after that attack on me. And then I had to honor the deal with the bandits you just took care of.
I tried to tell you before, but your partners interrupted. Have you heard the news? Theodore Gilden is dead. Do you have anything to say?
Well, what a shock. To me, he was an angry old ogre. Good riddance. Was it Goliath that killed him? Did it crush him? Break his bones? Come on, tell me. I want all the details.
You have an unusual way of showing grief. Imogen wouldn't appreciate that. But yes, the animal could have been involved.
It's poetic in a way, isn't it? It takes a beast to kill a monster. I wish I could have been that elephant.
This business of yours, you should be more careful. Ruining your life at such a young age is ridiculous.
I am careful. Except for you, no one has noticed where I store the smuggled goods. If the police arrive, there's no link to me. It's common storage, not exclusively mine. I'm clueless.
知らないなって言われちゃった。
You smuggle illicit psychotropes on your yacht. Not a delivery for the hospital, I'm sure.
Of course not. I've had to cut corners to earn some money. How might a person afford to pay for a yacht in an honest way? I don't know, although I'm smart. The buyers are my customers. Adults who are willing to pay for their pleasure, or weapons for jewels. Whatever they want me to deliver. Nothing criminal.
Well, it's your lucky day. I'm not here because of smuggling. Have you tasted this tea yourself?
I wouldn't have been a champion if I had used it. It's just a side business that keeps my career afloat. It's quite expensive to compete in yachting. Sometimes I cut corners.
Such as fixing whirlpool yourself?
Exactly. And sometimes I just have to pay. That's how I earn money. I don't sell slaves or take the last mangear from a poor family.
A charming picture. I've heard that champions do often pose with their trophies.
Cheeky. It is a lovely trophy, though. I'm sure you will agree.
What is it that you like most about her? Her naivety? Her father's money?
A somewhat difficult choice. Especially now that her father is out of the equation.
Look what I found. A box full of darts.
Hey, that's mine.
I confiscated it. These darts appear to be filled with something. Poison? How powerful is it?
It's strychnine. Enough to instantly kill a small rodent. I haven't tried it on a human.
やばくない？
Yes.
小動物なら一
I
瞬で
hope you
殺せ
know what
る
you're doing.
ストリキニー
Put
ネ
it
って
to
聞いたことあ
mobilize
る
a
ね。
larger animal, say, an elephant?
I've never tried, but I have wondered.
こいつやっとるか？
A. Swift. Are you familiar with this name? The gentleman had business with Mr. Gilden.
Likely just another strange and wrinkled fellow like old Gilden was. Perhaps this Swift person has a rhino, and they wanted to see which pet was stronger. In other words, I don't know who he is, but I bet he's crazy like Theodore.
I doubt that court owner has ever boasted a battle arena for that size of mammal. You have an interesting imagination.
I don't know what you're suggesting.
うーん。
I don't know what you're suggesting. I don't know what this means.
Does this knife seem familiar? I didn't find it in your competitor's back, to be clear.
This knife is as blunt as your humor. It's a bosun's knife, but it's not mine. I wouldn't be so careless as to mislay my tools.
嘘ついたな今。
What can you tell me about the elephant?
He's smarter than some people here, including his owner. Although I feel he could be dangerous, no matter how much he's fed.
Why is that? Have you ever seen Goliath attack anyone?
Well, not exactly. But I saw it, abusing some poor tree during one of its walks with Theodore. The expression on that old ninny's face was priceless. But it wasn't funny to look at. Believe me, it was frightening. I'm clueless.
Imogen doesn't strike me as an industrious young lady, so I find it strange that she was busy packing up all her belongings when Mr. Gilden died. That's some favorable wind in your sails, isn't it?
Is it so suspicious that a couple might embark on a trip? I wanted to thank her, so we planned to go traveling. A Theodore-free place, without elephants.
The timing of it is suspicious, however. Your lady friend becomes an orphan and heir, and there's a planned trip directly
連れてって
afterwards.
殺すつもりだっ
An
たか？
improvised romantic dinner will never please a spoilt girl. A planned voyage might. It's not spur of the moment.
It seems as though Theodore Gilden hung a sword of Damocles over your life and career. Were these only words or something more serious?
Check my forearm. Pulled muscles and bruises. Small cuts. Nothing that you could call serious.
I doubt that a man in his late 50s could wrestle you.
It wasn't him. He behaved like a rat and hired brutes. His boys tried to lock my hands behind my back, but I was faster and I escaped.
Was he so protective of his daughter, or was it your feminine secret that provoked him?
My guess is that he was protecting his property. As he saw it, he owned Imogen, and he treated her like a piece of furniture. He didn't want his daughter to be loved by anyone. What's more painful is that Theodore didn't allow me to love his daughter. Typical.
I'm not sure that your relationship with Imogen could be described as typical.
Are you afraid of a woman in trousers? Now that's typical of men.
Between yachts, darts, and notes from bandits, I've discovered many fascinating facts about you. But this, an installment of Nabe and Laura's adventures. Why did you sully your library with this?
It's a gift from Imogen. I didn't buy it. I might have turned a couple of pages, but nothing more. I swear.
I will give you the benefit of the doubt, but your literary taste has put you on my blacklist.
終わった。終わった。終わったけど犯人が誰かはわからない。セオドアはポールを破滅させようとした。セオドア・ギルデンはポールの競技選手としての人生を破滅させようと躍起になり、犯罪者を雇うまでに至った。ポールの肘の怪我はセオドア・ギルデンの小屋に跳ね飛ばされたついた可能性がある。こんなもんか。そうだな。
Too ordinary a room for a champion. There's no incentive to put in any effort.
戻りゃいいんか。